Hey everybody, welcome to day 12. We got some few readings from Genesis today and then some readings from Chronicles as well. Um, just as a reminder, everything I say in these videos are my thoughts and my thoughts alone and are not representative of any church body. All right, so this day begins with a lot of genealogy. And all I want to say about this is remember, we're reading about real events with real people and real history. And the people writing these books are keeping a record of the names of the people that are in the history of their lives. But let's jump back into chapter 37 of Genesis, and we kind of starts with Joseph bringing a bad report about his brothers to their father. I'm assuming you've already read the text. If you haven't, uh, pause this video or turn off this video, go read it, and jump back in. But Joseph, we know now he's kind of like a tattletale, right? Um, but we have even more family drama going on. Israel loves Joseph the most. That's going to cause problems. And the brothers get jealous, and the brothers' jealousy, we can already tell that that's not going to end well. And we've got bad going on all around here, right? But the main thing is going to be the brothers' jealousy of Joseph. Joseph dreams that he will be the ruler over his family, and he tells his family about that dream. That naturally infuriates his family. So Joseph's going into a field to find his brothers at his father's request, and a random man more or less gives him directions to find his brother. This is a no-named man, but this no-named man is critical to the biblical story. Think about it for a second. Because of this man's directions, what happens? And then, so after this, Joseph finds his brothers, and we're going to get some juicy betrayal, scheme, plot-filled narrative here. Uh, the brothers, they plan to kill Joseph, but Reuben says, let's throw him into this pit. And so Reuben, the story tells us, secretly, he's plotting to elevate himself and gain status and favor with his father. Remember, Reuben is the firstborn, but Joseph is the favorite. So Reuben leaves after Joseph is in the pit. Judah sees Ishmaelites coming. He says, let's sell them to the Ishmaelites. We already know who the Ishmaelites are. Reuben returns. He finds Joseph gone. He mourns. And it's not entirely because he's such a great guy, but his plot has failed. His plot to elevate himself has failed. They dip Joseph's robe in blood and show it to Israel. Israel mourns and he says, I'm going down to Sheol. And this is the first time we've seen this word Sheol. Sheol is the place of the dead in Jewish thought, in Old Testament thought. It is a hollow space underneath the earth. It is a place of silence and shadows. It is a land where you cannot praise God. I'll put some more stuff about Sheol in a Google Doc, make that publicly available, put the link to that in the caption or whatever it's called for this video. Anyway, Joseph sold to Potiphar. And at the last part of our reading today, we get this weird interruption in the story. Judah marries a Canaanite woman. We've talked several times about how that's probably not going to be the best. His eldest son marries a woman named Tamar. His eldest son is very wicked, and the Lord kills him. So culture then dictates that the brother-in-law must redeem Tamar by making her pregnant. But Judah's next son, the brother-in-law, he does sleep with Tamar, but he pulls out every time, so she's not going to get pregnant. So the Lord kills him too, the text tells us. The youngest son of Judah is too young. Judah tells Tamar, hey, wait here, and when he grows up, he will fulfill the deed, right? But when he grows up, he doesn't impregnate Tamar either. So Judah's wife dies, and Judah's on his way to visit a friend. So Tamar hears this. So she disguises herself as a prostitute. Like I told you, we're going to get some juicy narrative here. And she goes, sits on a corner, and Judah procures her services, thinking she is a prostitute. Judah gives Tamar his staff, signet, and his cord as like a contingency until he can pay her properly. Tamar takes the contingency and leaves after her and Judah have slept, and Tamar gets pregnant. So then the people find out Tamar is pregnant, and they bring her out because they're going to burn her. She says, the man who owned these items, the items that were given to her as a contingency, is the one who did this to me. And Judah realizes he was wrong, that Tamar is more righteous to him, according to the Genesis narrative, and Tamar's life is spared. And so, why do we have this weird interruption to the narrative? Why is this here? And why is it so important that we know that these actions happen and that Tamar is spared? Out of Tamar's line, out of the children that Judah and Tamar have together, David is part of that line. David comes out of that line several generations later. And that's crucial to Old Testament narrative, crucial to the story of the Old Testament, crucial to Jewish and Israelite thought, but also, and more importantly for us Christians today, out of the line that is from Judah and Tamar, Jesus of Nazareth will come out of that line. Again, the Bible is a unified story that points us to Jesus. And that's it for today. Love y'all. God bless.